Alright, so let's go ahead and set it for slow flight.
Alright.
Flap extension speed is 75.
And what power setting here do you want?
We'll go down to
whatever
4,000. Yeah, I think 4,000 will work for now.
Okay.
Alright, maintain 3,000, and once we start slowing down a bit, drop the flaps.
704 mile for turn left base runway.
Can you see our flaps? Right here, 12 and 30.
What we'll do here, we get to 70.
Catamount's traffic.
And you can do it once you cross 75.
Mike Alpha, about
okay, so
3 miles.
what'd you say? How much?
Go ahead and drop them off.
At 3,600.
You're going to get a lot of nose down attitude with this. They'll use that trim to help you out.
Catamount traffic 51780, Sierra, 5 miles to the southwest.
Okay.
1,700 climbing 3,500 will be heading to the south, Catamount.
And you want us flying at what airspeed?
We want to get down 45 or less.
Crosswind for only 36 ahead. Traffic got 5-1, so they uniform southbound to the south, inbound on the VOR 35 approach. We'll circle the land 17 right.
I forgot about the stall horn.
Yeah. I just pulled the breaker on it, so it's not screaming at us the whole time.
Bottom just field pack 13275, directly over the field, going mid approach.
Cleveland traffic, Cessna 8970, and right base for 15, Cleveland traffic.
Rockwell traffic, SportCruiser 542 Sierra, Charlie 5 miles to northeast, maneuvering at 3,000, Rockwell. Alright, give me a right turn to 075.
In slow flight?
Yes, sir.
Okay. Need to gain some more altitude unless you're fine with the 2900.
Yeah, just try to maintain 29.
Okay.
Alright, blue through 075, left turn 075.
Oh, left turn 0.
Cleveland traffic, helicopter, Care Flight 6, approximately 3 miles to your east. We'll be orbiting and landing. Care for Cleveland.
Oh, there. My bad. Overshot.
Very good. Right turn 090. Work. Go ahead, just transition this into a power off stall.
Okay.
So you just pull the power. Go ahead and maintain this pitch attitude here. Stall close to 33, 31 knots.
584 Sierra Papa.
There you go. Good job. Go ahead and recover.
Base for runway 36.
Full power. Start bringing the flaps up, just little by little. So we'll do 12 degrees first.
Sherman traffic, Cherokee 55455, 10 to the east. It's 10 to the west, inbound for landing,
right,
traffic area, please advise. Sherman.
Alright, going it back up 3,000.
It's hard not to hit this push to talk with your hand trying to reach for the trim.
Yep, yep.
That's alright though. I'll get used to it.
And give me a, while we're climbing to 3,000, give me a left turn to north.
North.
Alright, we'll do a power off, or excuse me, power on stall.
Okay.
So let's go ahead and slow it to 50 knots. Maintain 3,000. And you can pull power idle if you want.
Okay. That works.
And just maintain altitude.
Bottom Jones Field, Skyhawk 275, about 4 miles to the north. We'll be entering the hold over Udochi and setting up for practice RNAV 17 approach. Bottom Jones Field.
The airspeed you said was 55 we're aiming for?
50.
Oh, 50, okay.
Just use pitch to maintain altitude. Go ahead and pull power out.
Oh, out?
Once we get to 50, then we'll go ahead and give it full power.
Okay.
Full power. Alright, keep it coordinated. That should be enough right there. Maintain that pitch.
Yeah, look at it. You want it to fully stall?
No, we'll just take it to the buffet on this one. It likes to put you into a spin during power on stalls. Go ahead and recover.
Okay.
Stop by 178 forms now, 2.5 to the south. We'll start to land. 17.
I did feel it want to drop a wing though too.
Yep. There's a lot of left turning tendency. We're going really slow. High angle of attack.
Gerald, traffic 5170.
Let's go ahead and do a steep turn whenever you're ready.
Okay.
3,000
Start
feet
on about
descending,
100.
Emergency. 6 miles to the north of Carroll.
Maneuvering speed is
and just about 8 miles to the
87.
southeast of Rockwall.
87?
Yeah, so speed up a little bit.
Yeah.
You have your VA right here as well. 88 for VA.
Okay.
All right, whenever you're ready. Left or right?
Okay, left turn here. And what heading you want to stop on? 100 again?
Yeah, 100 will be fine.
Okay.
There's 30 degrees. 45. Pitch up a little bit.
Oh, yes, you're right. Forgetting about the...
Sherman traffic 455 to the west over flying field and left downwind for runway 16 Sherman.
Hey, traffic.
Straight traffic, 518 Bravo is right turn out to the out of the pattern. Straight traffic.
Alright, approaching our heading. And let's do one to the right.
Straight traffic 7, you want turning left base, 17 full stop.
we're going to climb there.
Yeah.
A little less. There we go. Now we're going to descend.
Yeah, traffic 7, you want turning final, 17 full stop Durant.
A little rough on the turn, on the keeping the altitude.
Fine. Still close to 100 feet. And we have, looks about 10 knots hitting us in the side, so we'll fly maybe a little bit right of north. Alright, so we'll say our 1,000 footers will be our touchdown point.
Okay.
And we are about a beam now, so if you want to go ahead and pull back to about 32 to 3,300.
There we go.
Alright. Nice easy descent. We're a little low when we started, so we can turn base whenever you're ready.
Alright, turning base.
Got wind pushing us, so a little steeper of a base turn.
Yes, sir.
Alright. Lead your final turn. We're going to get pushed out a little bit as well.
Alright, so steep final.
Yeah, not too steep. Lead it a little bit.
A little more power out, you think?
Yep. Power out here good. We'll work good.
Yeah, we may not make those dashes, but...
I got 1,000 foot up next to Tappy. We're going a little hot. Next time we'll set up a little bit better.
Yeah, it was a little rushed. Door power's out. Correct?
Yep.
And just hold it off the runway?
Yeah, we'll just float ground effect and let that airspeed bleed off. And center line. A little bit of right pedal. And hold that nose off whenever you touch down. And
Okay.
you'll kind of like ride a wheelie.
Really?
So just hold it up like right here.
Oh, yes, sir.
So you can just ride that wheelie there.
Interesting.
Right. Full power. And right pedal. Alright, we have plenty of speed.
Interesting. So what do you mean that wheel? You do it only on one wheel?
No, just you're riding on your mains.
And you won't tail strike or anything like that?
No. If you look at the tail, it really slopes up the back.
Runway 18, and we are making left traffic.
Affirmative.
And they are too high for us right now.
Yeah, it's southwest.
Yep.
Alright, so at pattern altitude, we are about established on the downwind. We can come back to 4,200.
Do this one a lot better here if I can.
Yeah, we have all the time in the world set up now.
Over this trim, do you just push it or do you hold it in, or how do you usually do it? Just touch it?
It's kind of a little dabble do ya, so I just do it one push at a time.
That's what I've been doing.
SportCruiser 2, Sierra Charlie, runway 18, clear touch and go.
Runway 18, clear touch and go. SportCruiser 2, Sierra Charlie.
Alright, make sure we're not turning into our runway.
That's correct. Funny how you mention subtle things that I'm doing, and then I catch on right when you say them as well.
And whenever we're abeam, go ahead and pull it back to 32. There you go. Go ahead and hold it around 3,000.
Okay.
That airspeed bleed off a little bit more before we really start that descent. That'll help out.
And we descend about 70, 65, you said?
Yep, so go ahead and start that descent now.
Okay.
And we'll fly our base out a little bit further.
Sounds good. So anything from that last landing, what should I do different? Just a little more right rudder?
Right rudder and speed control.
And you were telling me that before we touched down. I know we were tracking center line, but it wasn't like we were drifting, but...
Yeah, so there's still a little bit of a crosswind. Winds are at 120, right? So we had a crosswind coming from our left. So need a little bit of right rudder, and then we were going to start drifting if you did put the right rudder in, so it had a little bit of left wing and just landed in a nice little slip. Alright, let's pick the nose up a little bit so we don't pick up too much airspeed. Oh, airspeed's looking a lot better on this one.
Yeah, we'll be able to just float on down here.
Yep. And once your mains touch, you can still hold that nose wheel right where it's at.
Alright, we're in idle for now.
Alright.
Float it on down at 70.
Yeah. We can land a little long if we need to.
That's okay. Float it for a while.
Yeah. Alright, getting into ground effect. A little bit of right rudder.
Okay.
There you go.
Interesting.
A little bit more, a little bit more. Alright. There you go, perfect.
Okay. And full, whoops.
Yep. Go full power. Full power, full power.
You're right. There we go.
Oh, we already have 50?
So explain to me one more time so I can process this. You're saying right rudder right before we touch down, or when we're in that ground effect?
Yeah, it's because we're tracking down the runway, but we want all our momentum to be going straight down the runway.
See, from my angle, though, it feels like you're actually pointing right when you're telling me that.
So you get a little bit of an illusion with the curvature of the glass.
Okay.
So we're just a little nose left to compensate for that crosswind whenever we come in. So we put in a little bit more right rudder, maybe a little bit of left wing.
So it's just an illusion.
Far off on it.
Have to, okay.
Exactly.
I'll get used to that.
32. And if you hold that nose off just a little bit, we'll go ahead and drop some flaps.
Okay. So 12?
Yes, sir. Then use that trim to help you out. Kind of it pulls down on the nose.
Keep tapping that button on accident.
Yeah, that's fine.
And the airspeed here is the same?
Yep, 65 is a sweet spot.
That's about a 500 feet per minute as well.
Yep.
Coincidentally.
Yep.
Pushed over a little bit.
Yeah. Let's kind of roll this one on into final.
All right, sounds good.
And whenever you're ready, drop that last notch flat.
Okay. Your speed here is the same. You want 70 or
65?
500.
Okay. All right, we got it here. Straighten out. And you should have a little bit of power in here since we have flaps.
Good with that. Even if you want to leave a little power in on landing, 100, 200 RPMs.
Really?
Yeah, you can do that. Treat it as a soft field.
We'll play it by ear. See what we need.
Sure.
I see what you're saying though. We're tracking left here.
Yeah.
Currently at 62. Is that all right?
Yeah, it's close enough. All right, hold it, hold it. Yeah, there you go. Just let it come down. Nice save.
Thank you.
All right, let's go ahead and clean up the plane. Flaps up. Right rudder.
Right rudder.
Back over center line.
Okay. Flaps are up.
All right, whenever you're ready, full power.
At full power. I was trying not to be too assertive with those trim down.
See, about where you had the trim set was neutral. That's why I always take it off with a little nose heavy, because it likes to climb out at about VX.
That's fine.
And you still had a little bit of power in when we were coming in.
Okay. That helped.
Yeah.
Pause it. Just said a little bit of flaps here.
Yep. Wait till we're below 75.
Flaps over speed.
Yep. Go.
SportCruiser 2 Sierra Charlie, 118, clear touch and go.
18, clear touch and go. SportCruiser 2 Sierra Charlie.
All right, we can try this just one notch flaps if you'd like.
Okay. Speed stay the same?
Yep. All right, we're a little low.
Yes, sir.
All right. Now get that descent coming in.
Correct.
500.
Watch the airspeed.
Okay. I see how easy it is to overspeed.
Yeah.
There we go.
Look good. You can power out. You got plenty.
Okay. So what is like the airspeed? I'll have to ask you after.
Right rudder. Yeah. Very nice.
What's the airspeed that you do not want to see? Like too slow?
I don't want to see. I really don't like seeing anything below 60 in the traffic pattern.
Okay.
Especially with the turns that we're making. If you're below 60 and you're coming into flare, you don't have enough airspeed to really get a good flare. You're just going to kind of drop. And really, you shouldn't be over 75 on final.
Okay. So I need to get used to that little right rudder there. I need to get used to that visual that we may not be or we may not look like we're going straight, but we really are.
Yeah.
Just from where I'm sitting. But it flies very nicely.
Feel pretty comfortable with it?
I do.
I think you look good flying it, man. We'll do one more landing. We'll go back to Addison.
Okay.
All right. So you can. This is your call. Flaps or no flaps.
McKinney Tower, SportCruiser 542 Sierra Charlie. This will be our last lap in the pattern, and we'll depart back to Addison.
SportCruiser 542 Sierra Charlie, Roger, running 18, clear touch and go after touch and go, right turn out approved.
Clear touch and go 18, after touch and go, right turn out 2 Sierra Charlie, thank you.
Be the autopilot on the way back, so you're familiar with that.
It really just flies like any other airplane. You can't tell a difference. Doing no flaps so we can get down and get up.
That'll work.
And it's a nice day.
You don't get too many of these light wind days.
I know, it's surprising. Said this airspeed would be 70, 75?
Yeah, 65 still works great.
Okay.
$500.
see how we're tracking left there.
Yeah. There you go. Very nice. Perfect.
Thank you.
Full power. Right pedal. Full power.
So does it always settle that abruptly, or is it something I'm having to do?
You talking about the nose coming down?
Yeah, just pull back harder.
You could hold it back a lot longer than that.
Really?
Yeah.
Okay.
Sport Cruiser 2, Sierra Charlie, squawk 0450.
Squawk 0450, Sports Cruiser 2 Sierra Charlie.
And I shall let you do that. Go to hit back. Transponder code 0450. Then you can hit back. Alright. Go ahead and proceed on course.
On course.
You gave us the right turnout. So let's set our altitude. We're going to 2500.
Click it?
Nope.
Okay.
Leave it there. We're going to do the autopilot. So hit nav, altitude, AP.
Okay.
So nav, altitude.
Oh, nav on it.
Altitude, AP.
Mode.
And AP.
Then now hit the up button.
But
Autopilot.
initiate a climb.
Yeah.
Sport Cruiser 2, Sierra Charlie, contacting on departure. Good night.
Over to departure. Good day. Sports Cruiser 2 Sierra Charlie. I can see what kind of traffic they have on their radars. They know we're TCAS.
I think they just assume they have that capability.
Sierra Charlie, start your descent, and you can turn it in now.
Start descent turning now to Sierra Charlie.
97 Charlie, where do you park?
We're in Atlantic here, 97
See
Charlie.
the citation over there?
Charlie, remember free taxi to Atlantic, the Alpha.
All right, man.
A little bit behind our left lane.
Have a good
I see
evening.
it.
King 2,
I see it.
Charlie.
You too. Cruiser 2 Sierra Charlie, runway 15, clear to land number 2, phone a citation about a mile south of you.
15 clear to land. How the traffic in sight. Sport Cruiser 2 Sierra Charlie.
Alright, whenever you're ready, we'll go and flip on that fuel pump.
Fuel pump on.
And fullest tank, we'll come over to the right tank.
Right tank. That all we have on the checklist here.
Leaving altitude.
Yeah, for descent landing. And then it talks about 42 in the downwind, 3,000.
Yeah.
65 knots approach.
I see him.
Yeah, we're still 4 miles out.
Yeah. Those winds look like they're coming from our left here. 117/14, so that's 14 knots. Is that what it's saying?
Wind check, please.
Addison wind, 1407.
Okay.
So we have, right now in the air, we have a crosswind component of about 10 knots.
It's almost
And
direct.
15 knot overall wind. The wind's coming from about 120 or so.
Parking would be Alpha and Romeo.
Just Romeo.
Romeo. Pull that power a little bit out, you say?
Sure. If you hold that nose level for a few, that'll bleed off some of the airspeed.
Okay.
And station 6 Mike Charlie, where are you parking?
Atlantic.
Taxi to Atlantic, this ring CV, left turn there, Fox.
Alright.
Land with you. Thanks, Mike Charlie.
Addison Tower, this is November 1090 Victor on the RNAV runway 15.
So it's 1090 Victor Addison Tower, runway 15, clear to land, number 2, final Piper, cruiser, mile final.
Clear to land, number 2, 92 Victor.
A little low here.
Yep, and we have displaced threshold.
Yep. $78 knots. Power at 3200.
Alright, well, power just as needed at this point.
Correct.
Right paddle.
Here we go.
You could still hold it off.
Really?
2 Sierra Charlie, left turn at Echo, taxi across Alpha to parking this frequency.
Left turn out, Echo, cross Alpha, and stay on this frequency, 2 Sierra Charlie. So Echo's after this?
Yes, sir.
That wasn't too bad there, but those, that was floating.
So that little bit of side load that we had?
I did.
Right paddle. You just got to get used to that kind of illusion that you're seeing.
Okay. Yeah, it is interesting too. I thought I corrected enough, and then turns out I didn't. Fuel pump off.
Yep.